Hi there, Sagittarius. It's Julie here from tarotbymooncrystalmagik, and today we have a no contact reading for you. So I've been called to do this no contact reading. I felt some energy coming through from your person, and I just drew a couple of cards first to see what energy was coming through for them. And we had here the Hierophant and the Page of Wands. So basically, the reason this connection had to end in the first place was because there were lessons that needed to be learnt. Some kind of knowledge needed to come through. Your person needed to learn lessons, basically. But what we're seeing now is that they're wanting to come back in to you with a passionate offer. They're wanting to send you a message. They're feeling very passionate about you at the moment, and they're really wanting to stop this no contact and get back in touch with you. Right, so that's the energy that I was first picking up on. Now, what would this person say to the collective, please, Spirit, if they were able to say something right now? What would the person in no contact be saying to the collective of Sagittarius, please? Okay, so we've got the Knight of Cups. So your person that you're not in contact with at the moment, and I feel like you haven't actually heard anything for them for quite some time. What they'd want to say is they'd want to be coming in with a new love offer. They'd want to be offering you their heart. They'd want to be offering you romance, like they're your knight in shining armor. You know, that's the kind of offer they're wanting to give. They're wanting to give you this cup of love, and that's what they're feeling right now. That's in their energy right now. What else is in their energy, please? What's happening with the energy of this no contact relationship with Sagittarius, please? Okay, we have the Five of Cups. So they're feeling very, very regretful, very sorrowful. They're really feeling the loss of the relationship. I feel like it's been quite some time that you have been in no contact, and they're really actually feeling it now. They're feeling like all of their cups are empty, you know, like this has been a graduation over time, and now they're just really feeling that loss, and they're actually really feeling regretful over the reasons why you broke up in the first place. Okay, what other energies do we have coming through here, please, for the collective's no contact, Spirit, please? Okay, we have the Chariot. So this is showing like travel. Maybe you both live in different states or something at the moment, or in different areas. But the Chariot's showing like a fast-moving energy, showing that see the horses in the background and that those like the flames. It's like this person wants to come back with passion. But they want to come back in fast. Like they're ready to make that move now. They're ready to come forward towards you now. So it's not going to be a long time until you hear from them, basically. Okay. What is the intentions of the collective's person? What are the intentions towards the collective, please? Okay, so the Seven of Swords. So it's like there was some kind of sneakiness going on. Some kind of sneakiness where like they felt that something was being taken from them, or you felt that way. But some kind of sneakiness, like there was underhand business going on. Yeah, and I'm not sure. Let's just keep going. I'm hoping that isn't their intentions now, that they're going to wanting to come back in with some kind of sneakiness. At the moment, they're juggling things around. They're not confident at the moment to come back in, even though they want to come rushing in. They're not ready. Okay, they're still juggling and trying to balance things in their life right now. So it's not something that's going to happen fast, even though that's what they want right now. They want to be able to come in now, like they're impatient, they want to come rushing in. But right now, they're kind of like, they're making choices. They don't really have the confidence yet to make that move. So what are their intentions? What is it that they're planning at the moment? What is the no contact person planning for at the moment? Okay, we have the Devil. Okay, this isn't really looking very good, Sagittarius. This is looking very much like there's some kind of manipulation going on, some kind of addictions. You know, maybe they've got an addiction in their life and they haven't been able to find that balance in their life yet. There's things that they need to weed out still from their life before they can come back into you. Okay, the World. They need to really learn a lesson. They need to learn their lessons and do that whole cycle and complete that cycle first before they can come back into you in a fresh new way. So I don't feel like this no contact is going to be coming to any kind of an end at the moment. Okay, what feelings does this person in no contact have for the collective? Okay, we've got the Two of Wands. This can be like, again, another two. So it's like when there's a lot of twos coming up in a reading, it's like choices. You know, there's choices going on. So we had the Two of Pentacles, and now we have the Two of Wands. So it's like they feel like they've got choices that they need to make. You know, with the Two of Wands, there's certain desires going on. There's things that they want to do, but they're not sure. I'm feeling like this person's also maybe still in a third party relationship right now. They might still be with somebody else, and they just can't or haven't yet left that person to be able to come in back towards you at the moment. Okay, what are their feelings towards the collective? What's the person's feelings towards the collective, please, Spirit? What are their feelings towards the collective, please? Okay, their feelings towards you with this, the Ten of Cups. They feel like you're their happy ending. They feel like you are their fulfillment, your love. You know, this is what they want. They want to have this happy ending with you. They want you to be, you know, the happy family. But they want it all with you. That's their feelings at the moment. That's in their current energy. They know that you are the Queen of Cups. They know that you are a beautiful, nurturing, loving person. And they know that that's what they left behind when they left you. They've realised that now. They've obviously gone into this other relationship with somebody else, like a third party, thinking the grass was greener on the other side, when in fact it wasn't. Maybe this other person made offers to them of some kind of finances, you know, and that's why they went that way. You know, maybe they had some kind of offer in that way. But now with the Nine of Wands, you know, they're really trying to get up the confidence now to come back into you, but they have to first end out their cycle that they're going through at the moment, and that cycle is with somebody else, looking like maybe even a karmic. You know, they've got a karmic relationship which has then pushed them into realizing exactly what it was that they had with you, you know, and so now they're wanting to come back in with you. But you know, they do have to end up this cycle first and finish it up, because they can't come back in with someone else. They're going to have to come back in with truth and honesty. So I say that there was a lot of lies around the relationship before it ended. They're going to be coming back in with confessions. There'll be honesty, there'll be truth, and that's the only way that you're going to be able to move forward when they do come back in, Sagittarius. Okay. What are their intentions? What are their intentions towards the collective of Sagittarius, please, Spirit? Okay. We have the Page of Cups. Again, they want to send you a message. They want to reach out to you. Their intentions are good. Their intentions are loving. They do want to come back in with looking at a loving relationship. But as I said, they need to first close out this chapter that they're running through at the moment with this karmic situation. Okay. Spirit, do you think it's going to be a long time until they're coming back in? How long do you think it's going to be for this no contact relationship to end? They're really wanting to come in with a message. I can see that. They're they very much feel very loving feelings back towards you. You know, that may not have been the case when you split up, but that's what's happening now. They're feeling very pulled, very drawn towards your energy. You know, you probably can feel them. They're connected into your energy. You know, look, the Magician, they may have even been doing rituals or, you know, using their powers of manifestation to try and manifest you back into their life, because that's what they want. They want you back. They want you. They know that you are their full, you're their dream, their wish. You know, you're their fulfillment in love. They want you, their Queen of Cups. They want you back in their life. And look, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Again, look at this. It's like the 10 is the end of each minor arcana, and the 10 is like when you've got it all. This is what they want. They want you. They want this happy ending. They want this relationship with you for their fulfillment. They want to live with you. They want to marry you. They want it all. You know, you've got two 10s here. Where's the other one gone? Here it is. You've got the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. This is what they want, and they want it bad. Like when there's two of them out here like this, they want it bad. They want you bad. So I feel like they're really going to make that effort to call out and end up this situation that they're in right now. It is coming to a close. It's coming to a completion with this world. So it's not going to be a very long time, but you know, there's some kind of control, some kind of manipulation going on here. They may even be feeling a bit obsessed over you at the moment because of what's happening in their life at the moment, because the person that they're with at the moment is being very controlling, very manipulative, making it very hard for them, you know. And as I said, there could be addictions involved as well. Okay, and then we have, just fell on the floor, death. So there needs to be a complete transformation. Like, there has to be an ending for a new beginning to happen. And with the death card, that beginning and ending needs to happen with a full transformation. So this person really does have to come back in with a full transformation. They need to have changed. They need to have made changes in the way that they are. They need to have some more self-awareness. We have the Page of Swords fell out as well. So look, they just want to rush in. They just want to come in now, you know, especially here with the Chariot as well. They want to come rushing back in, and they haven't thought things through properly. So if you do hear from them now, it's not going to be the right timing, because, hang on, where's it gone? It's here somewhere. The Chariot. Oh, it's here somewhere, but I can't see it right now. But it's in the pile there. But with this Page of Swords, it's like kind of like a bit of a naive kind of energy. It's like, so they're going to come, they want to send you a message now, but it's not going to be thought through properly. It's not going to be, it's just like the beginnings of their thinking, oh, well, we can get this going on. They're going to still want to try and get through to you when they've still got this other person in their energy, and that's not how things work. All right, so what advice do you have, Spirit, for the collective here at the moment, the collective of Sagittarius? What advice do you have here if this person who's in no contact does try and come back in right now when things aren't really at the right timing here? What advice would you give to the collective here? Okay, look, they broke your heart, yeah, and now they're feeling the loss, they're feeling the regret, but there has definitely got infidelity here. They were obviously unfaithful to you, and you know, they caused a lot of heartbreak. They rejected you. They made you feel like this. They made you feel not just heartbroken, but like, it's a swords card. It's like you're hurt in the heart, but you're hurt in the head as well. It's like a real mental, it really fucked up your shit, basically. This ending that happened with them, this relationship, the reason you're in no contact, really messed with you a lot, and it's caused you a lot of heartbreak. And what's happened is that you've come into this energy now. You've come into the Queen of Pentacles energy, where you're feeling a lot more in control, a lot more security in your life. And so it's taken you a while to get to this place. And so if they want to come rushing back in, I don't feel like you're going to be giving them the time of day right now. Not if they're coming in with an immature energy of just expecting things to just, you know, be all good, because they're not going to be all good, because they haven't done the work yet. Look, Six of Swords, you're still like, you have come through this. You're still in stormy waters. You do still have pain from this, you know. You're getting there, but you've still got a little bit further to go yet. So it's really important to know that, like, if they come in now, they can kind of catch you at a vulnerable moment, because you do still have feelings. You do still in that feeling of heartbreak as well. So if they come in now, there's the risk that you could be tempted, you know, to go back to them. You know, even with that devil energy here, you could be tempted. They could be a manipulative type of way, you know, because they want it so badly. They want to come back so badly. They could try and manipulate you to get back with them, and they haven't finished closing out their cycle yet. You know, they're wanting you to be the fool. They're wanting you to have the leap of faith towards them, and that's really not what's going to be good for you right now. Now, if any advice, you can obviously, free will, you can do as you please and take this as it resonates, collective. But this is just the advice from Spirit for you right now of what's happening with this person that you've got no contact with at the moment. This is what's in their energy. This is what they're wanting to do. And I just feel like Spirit's wanting you to know that, look, see the Fool, they're wanting you to take a leap of faith into them, and Spirit is saying to you not to do that, not to take that leap of faith into them, because it's not the right time. You know, it's like a double card, double warning here that Spirit's trying to say to you. be very, very, very careful of this person that wants to come back into your energy right now. Not saying that in the future it wouldn't be okay, but right now they are not in the right place. They haven't ended out the cycle that they need to end out first. The reason that you are in no contact is for a reason. And if they come back in now, it's not going to be, maybe with the right intentions, of course, but it's just not the right timing. Yeah. And they want you to take a leap of faith into them and trust them, basically. But the whole reason the relationship broke up was based on distrust in the first place. Look, you've been working really hard. You've been working really hard to get yourself back up and running. Yeah. And you've come into the Queen of Pentacles energy now because you've been doing the hard work yourself. You've done the hard work. So the last thing you need is someone coming in and wanting to get you back into a situation where you're going backwards when you've come forwards. Okay, is there any more advice here for the collective of Sagittarius, please, Spirit? See if there's any more advice for you here, Sagittarius, at the moment. Oh, yeah. You've done all of the hard yards already. That you've carried all of the baggage, you've carried all of the weight, whereas the other person didn't. You're the one that did it, but you've come through because you're at the 10. You're at the end of that. You're at the end of the 10 of Wands is the end of this minor arcana here. Sorry. You've carried all of that weight. You carried all the burdens. You've done all the heavy lifting while they didn't help, and so you've come through that now. You've closed your cycle out. They haven't. Okay. You may be feeling a lot like you've been reminiscing about them, and that's possibly what's pulled them back into your energy at the moment. The fact that you've been thinking about them, reminiscing about them, which is quite normal when you have had a relationship with someone for some time and it ends. It can feel like a real grief, like you're really grieving for someone. It's like somebody's died because they're not in your life anymore, someone that you're used to having there all of the time, every day, and then they're just gone. It's a real grief situation, and it's heartbreaking. But and that could be why now that because you've come through quite a lot, and you kind of like forget all of the bad stuff as much, and then you start reminiscing about the love, about the good things, and that's probably where you're up to now. And that's why it's important to realize that you are still kind of in a vulnerable state, where they could manipulate their way back into you because of this. And Spirit's just really wanting to put this message out to you. A whole load of cards just came flying out then. The main one here being the first one out is that you're really holding on tight to something which is the past, and you're wishing, you've been wishing for this to happen. You've been wishing for this person to come back in, and Spirit's saying that they are going to come back in, but they want to come back in right now, and right now is not the time. Again, look, you've got the Queen of Pentacles again. That's twice now, the Queen of Pentacles. This is the energy that you have worked really hard to get yourself into. You've got yourself back into a secure, stable spot now, and they want to come into that. And Spirit's saying to you, no, you've worked really hard for this. You've carried all of the weight. You've done all of the heavy lifting. You've done it all, and you've really worked hard on yourself and brought yourself into this beautiful Queen energy now, where you're, feeling secure and stable on your own, in your own right. Only way that this is going to change is if your person has this tower moment. Their whole world has to come crashing down first. They can't come back into you now like this. They have to have a tower moment. They have to fall down all of the ways that they think, is how relationships work, or how they can come in or expect to just come into a person's life. They have to go into this chaos. They have their situation they're in now needs to come crashing down, and they need to have a full transformation within themselves before they can even dream of coming back into you, Sagittarius. It's just not. It really isn't a good time. So if there was 2 page cards here saying that you can potentially be getting a message from them, text message, phone call. They may even be watching you on your social media, seeing where you're up to. They've probably seen that you've come into this Queen energy, and it's giving them the pull back into your energy, thinking, oh, I want to be back there. But I just feel right now it's really not the right time. And if you do end up receiving contact from them, just be very, very, very mindful that there could be manipulation going on. There is still third party involvement, and that all needs to end before they can even dream of coming into a Queen of Pentacles. It's just not going to happen. Anyway, we'll leave it there for the moment, Sagittarius, but I'll be doing another reading in another couple of weeks on this no contact, and we'll see if anything has progressed in the energy or where we're up to. So If you could like and subscribe to the channel, then you should be getting a notification when the next upload of the video comes through for your next reading. All right, leave any comments and I will reply to them straight away. Thank you so much. Bye, Sagittarius.